Hey y'all, I'm sitting outside because today is actually pretty decent. But I just want to come to you really quickly. I'm kind of off today. Um, this past weekend, the 24th, was my wedding anniversary. And I say wedding anniversary because me and Mr. Randolph got married on my birthday in May, but we had our wedding. We got on my birthday in May 2019, but we had our wedding already planned for August 2019. So I believe I was still out of town on our wedding anniversary, but we wished happy anniversary to each other. But again, we the marriage anniversary is really what we celebrate. But at any rate, or so I thought. So yesterday he had ordered a special dessert for me, and he even threw in the dessert for my aunt, and said happy anniversary. And I just start crying. And I start crying because I realize how grateful I am and how fortunate I am. And I say that not to boast, but I say that because I realize there are so many good women out there, so many, that, like me, may have had, chose wrong over the courses of our lives, but we were good women and we wanted to be loved. And because we are imperfect women, sometimes we got imperfect men because everybody's imperfect. And instead of the men being what we needed them to be as we were trying to be what they needed from us, they either walked away or they just completely checked out, because when they got with a good woman, some of them weren't able to handle it, because like so many women, we say that we want certain things and that we believe that we deserve it, but when we get it, we don't know what to do with it, so sometimes we mess it up. And the same thing that has happened with men. But what we don't realize is the carnage that is left in the wake of our ineptitude, because we say we want something, but we don't know how to deal with it when we get it. And so we leave that person, whether it be male or female, to take that hurt to someone else and wonder if they will ever take a chance like that again. I have some women in my life in all age ranges, from 20s to 50s. And I've heard some of their stories, and they've shared some of their stories with me. And I see the hurt. I see the hurt of feeling like, why not me? You said you loved me, but when it came time to, you couldn't weather life's storms with me, even though I was willing to weather those storms with you. Feeling like, well, did they ever really feel for me the way that they said that they did? And if they did, why would they walk away? I realized when I was crying, because I realized that was my own experience in some certain ways. I'm not saying that I was the perfect woman, but I know I'm a good one. And the way I know I'm a good one, because once they effed up, they always try to come back. But at any rate, I was crying because I remember telling my dad, after the last situation happened with that person that ended violently, and my father was really concerned, and he said that he wanted to see me in a healthy, loving relationship before he died. And I said, I laughed. I said, I want to see that too. And I said that I want to know what good love feels like. The Anita Baker song, I want to know what good love feels like. And after everything that I had endured, and I understood, and it come to the point that I accepted that the older I got, the chances of me finding that were slim. And I had come to accept that. But when I came across this man who loves me, shout out to Beyonce, flaws and all, and that When things have gotten hard, he didn't walk away from me. He held me closer. And vice versa. And I get emotional because I said, I've waited my whole life for you. And now I can, whatever my life holds for me, I can say, I know what that feels like. And I get sad because so many of the women in my life, whether they be, actually physically, biologically related to me, or, friends or women that I've adopted as sisters, nieces, whatever, I know their hearts. I know their desires. I know their flaws. But I know what they are about. And to hear and see the tears that they've cried for wanting the same thing I've wanted, it tugs at my heart. And I don't take what I have for granted. But men, a lot of times y'all say that we women need to get some help to get through our emotional scars. That's no doubt. But some of the things that I've been hearing, y'all need that too. Y'all need that too. You say that you want a good woman, but when you do get one, because you haven't had one, you push her away. You push her away. Because you realize, like we, women, as much as we say we want something, we really, in the back of our minds, don't feel like we really deserve it, even though we say we do. So what I'm saying to both men and women, before you step to somebody or allow them to step to you, examine yourself. Are you really ready? And when I say ready, don't mean perfect, because ain't nobody perfect. But really ready to accept the love that you say you want, and are you ready to give it how they say they need it? Are you willing to go through the seasons with someone? Are you just talking? And I want you to think about, again, when you do that, the carnage that's left behind for somebody else to take it to the next person. That's not fair. So you need to get some counseling too. You need to get some counseling too. And going through this life with people, the life's journey, like Mr. Randolph is going with me, when our parents are getting older. We're getting to retirement age. Our health is not as it was in our 20s and 30s and 40s, but we're still here. We're here riding for each other. That's what it's about. It's nice to get all dressed up for the wedding, but are you ready for the marriage? Take that with you.